After nearly 2 decades as the Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy is officially passing the baton next month to Ed Policy. On Tuesday, I went one-on-one with Policy, asking him how he plans to keep the NFL's most historic franchise in the smallest market on the right track. You're replacing a legend, Mark Murphy, who's meant so much to this franchise. What's that like for you?
Oh, it's special, you know, and Mark replaced a legend in Bob Harlan. Absolutely. So, I mean, I just think this is one of the most special jobs in the world. It's been about a year transition so far, and Mark couldn't have been any more graceful throughout. And in fact, even Bob has reached out to me, and he and I have had a few opportunities to talk and catch up. But it's exciting. You know, it really taps into two things that really motivate me to my core and always have, and that's competition and building something. And, you know, this is a job where you really get to do both of those things.
You and Mark have built so much together. You have Titletown, you brought the draft here, a soccer match was here. What's next? What are your goals as president and CEO?
The most important thing will be keeping Lambeau Field not only iconic, but state-of-the-art. So we'll continue to invest in the building here. We still have a lot of work to do across the street in Titletown, so there'll be some additional residential developments on the southern part of the corridor and commercial developments on the northern part, which is along Lombardi Avenue.
NFL's most historic franchise in the smallest market. How do you guys continue to evolve financially to sustain being here over the next 25, 50 years?
Yeah, I think that's one of our most critical challenges going forward. Right now, we've got to compete with NFL owners who are multi-billionaires. They now have access to private equity investments, and also many of them are getting hundreds of millions of dollars in public money for their new stadium. So we don't have access to any of that, which means we really do have to be very vigilant about operating a sound business here in order to keep the team strong in the field.
Mark said in his newsletter a couple weeks ago or last week, I can't remember when it was, that he was a little disappointed that he was only able to bring home one Lombardi trophy to Lambeau Field during his tenure. I know many fans feel the same way. How close do you feel like this team is right now to bringing one back?
You know, well, first of all, I'm just going to work on my first one before I worry about any additional ones.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited about this season. I don't know that, you know, before you've even put pads on and gotten into camp is the right time to talk about the Super Bowl. But certainly competing for that championship game is always going to be our expectation and always our North Star around here. So I'm excited. I think we, 2 years running, we've had the youngest team in the NFL. I think we're still going to have a very young team, but this year as you go through training camp, you can tell a significant difference is they're young, but they're not inexperienced. I think a lot of these guys have taken a lot of snaps over the last year or two, so I think it'll be pretty exciting.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Take
nice
care.
to meet you.